Hello, everybody. So we are finally getting to the point where we have our logins. So I just wanted to do a very quick, easy video for you guys to just go ahead and get started. I will try to go ahead and do some more videos after we've gotten started. So one problem I know some people are having are they do not know how to log into the Chromebook. So if you have a Chromebook and you get your login screen, ours is going to look a little different, but this is the student number, and then it's going to pre-populate at monroe.k12.mi.us for their email. You only have to put their student number in this section, click next, and then the password is Monroe. If you are working on an iPad, it's going to be important that you are in Google Chrome. It may ask you for your email to log in, um, but you can text me and I will get that to you as soon as I can if you do not know your student's student number. So with that being said, I know that we've gotten our logins, everything's starting to roll out here. So we may have some trouble coming up, as you may have guessed. So I would like to try to gather that information as quickly and as efficiently as possible. So I am going to ask you guys to fill this form out. After you try to log into your child's K-12 account. So questions are your email address. This is for the parent, the student's name. Did you receive an email from K-12? Were you able to create the student login, the parent login for the learning coach? And if you did sign in, do you now see the courses that your child is enrolled in? This was a problem before. People could not see their courses. I hope I had fixed that by the time you guys are seeing this video. And this section is for any other needs that you may have. I put it paragraph style so you guys can write as much as you would like there. When you go to K-12, you want to make sure you're using Google Chrome. It will not work in other browsers. So if you're on the iPad especially, make sure you're in Google Chrome. If you're on a Chromebook, it automatically defaults to Google Chrome, so you don't have any issues there. You're just going to go to k12.com. www.k12.com is fine too. You're going to go over to the OLS login. You created those logins, so please make sure that you write those down as you create those, or if they're still in your brain fresh. A good idea I always do too is I'll take a sticky note and just tape it right to the device. That way that doesn't get lost. It is nice to have like a binder ring or some type of notebook where you put all the information as well. So I do have Grace Ann's here that Mom did say that we could go ahead and use hers as an example. So thank you, Gracie. Um, I know you probably didn't know Mom agreed to that, but that's okay. So Gracie here is a fourth grader. So this is her dashboard screen when she logs in. So this is going to be the student view. The learning coach view is going to be very similar. But as you can see, there's a lot of very user-friendly tabs. There's a lot of quick links over here, especially now that we've gotten all the courses loaded. The sixth grade version does look slightly different. I can do some more videos on that once we get that running for the sixth graders as well. So over here is your courses. This is all the courses that you are enrolled in. One thing I want to highlight is the younger grades will have their ELA separated into like phonics, handwriting, vocabulary, reading, those kind of things are all broken up, but they're all considered ELA. So the K2 students may have some more here. One thing I want you guys to check out is to make sure that you guys are looking at your daily plan over here. So this is your daily plan. And obviously this is for each day. I don't want you guys to freak out. I know we started a little later. I built in plenty of time into the schedule for makeup time. So we'll talk more about that later, but every half day that Monroe Public Schools has, I actually just put it in as a no school day. So that way everybody can have a no school day if they have all their work caught up. And if they don't, they have those times to catch up on any work that may need to be caught up. So as of right now, this is her daily plan that she has. So we've got all of these here. So there's no advanced things that we need to get. Sometimes if there's like crayons, markers, that kind of stuff, it's going to be listed here. You can also go to the weekly plan and it'll kind of tell you what we're working on here. And again, there's no advanced prep. All of our materials are online, but like I said before, you may need some crayons, colored pencils, things around the house, those kind of things. If it gets to a point where you need materials that you don't have, you have to let me know. We can work through that. Okay. So this is just kind of the daily plan to keep on track with everything. I understand that there was nothing here, so there will be no lessons for those days. So just highlighting that. So I don't want you guys to freak out and that we weren't going and everything. I'm trying to tell you guys you'll be okay. You'll have plenty of time to complete your work, okay? The next thing I want to highlight is if you are a paper person and you would like to print the weekly plan, you are more than welcome to do that over here as well. The progress bar is the next thing I want to highlight. So this is kind of nice because it tells you the total lessons. And again, this is self-paced. So now that we're going, you guys can go at your own pace, which is super nice. So we have math, ELA, science, social studies, that goes along with history with the social studies here. And this online learning K5 ED, that is just a welcome kind of stuff. So we're going to be doing those as well. So just make sure we're working on those. But this progress bar, it's going to tell you how much of the course is completed, how much is not completed. So as she continues to do lessons, this bar is going to go up. This is going to go down. So right now we're starting at 100% not completed. As she continues, it's going to go to 99, 98, 97, and we're going to keep going. So part of our jobs as the teachers is going to be to make sure that these are going down appropriately. We're making sure that the students are staying on track and they need help. We give them help. Let's see, what else do we need to highlight here? The messages, there is an inbox feature. In Kmail right now. I'm just going to ask that we just stay on Seesaw for right now. I think we've been using that for the parents version. I think we'll stay with that. Um, Another thing that I want to highlight really quickly is your teachers will be contacting you guys this week. It may not necessarily have been yesterday or today, but we're working on calling our list. So your teacher may be me and maybe another co-teacher that we have along with us. Um, they will be using phone calls for the first couple weeks, and then after that, it will be up to the teacher's discretion how the class wants to meet. Again, if you can't make the scheduled meeting times, it's okay. Those are just meant to have a quick connect with the students face to face, kind of office hours, if you will. So, you have time to connect with the teacher. And then if we miss those times, we just give a phone call. So, I don't want you guys to get confused. There's no time where you have to be in front of the computer. We understand everybody chooses virtual for different reasons. So, we understand that not everybody's going to be on the computer at 9 a.m. The teachers will communicate with you what time they're going to do a class connect session, or they may do a Zoom session, or they just may want to choose to do phone calls every week in general. So that teacher will let you know. Okay. Um, if you do have a class connect session, this is the video conferencing right in here. This will be, you have a class connect session today at blah, 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 blah. It'll tell you when your next one is scheduled right there. So I really like that feature, and I'm going to encourage the teachers to try it. And if we don't like it, we can always go back to Zoom. But the nice thing about this is the students can just log into their regular K12 and they can just click it when it's time to connect. If there's any announcements from me, they'll be over here. And I think those are your biggest things that you guys need to know. So your Learning Coach account looks very similar. The Learning Coach account, you can toggle back and forth between the Learning Coach and the student account. Just make sure if any work is being done, it gets done in the student account so they can receive credit for it. Yeah, there's some other things over here if you want to play around with those, but those are the most important things. So your daily plan. So right here, if you just click right here, this is all the daily stuff that they need to do. each subject that they need to do. So you can go ahead and just click the lesson and it'll pull up. It does take a second to load. Um, I've already started this lesson. I just kind of looked at it. So we're going to look at it again. I don't want to do too much because Gracie hasn't had a chance to look at this yet. And if you do need some reading support, yes, we encourage the parents to be with you, with the student, but if you do need some reading support, it will read it to you.
Welcome.
Oh, you guys.
In Summit's Math 4.
Sorry, my headphones were on. Let's try that
In
again.
Summit's Math 4, you'll grow your math skills through a variety of fun and interactive activities.
So that just kind of highlights a lot of the important things. Through these lessons, you kind of will just go through at your own pace and make sure you're reading, make sure that you're doing the appropriate things that it's asking you to do. There will be more interactive things as you go. It will always have your lesson goals and your standards. Everything here is standard aligned, so it is the same content as your traditional school. It's just in a different way. So there's that. And I think those are the most important things that you need to know to get started. You can always go back to the menu and see some different things that you can do. If you'd like to be, again, if you're a print person, you can print it out. You don't have to. This kind of gives you an outline of the lesson over here. It just kind of gives you some important tools. If you want to go back at any point, there it is. Once you finish the lesson, it will be completed under the daily plan. So you should see a little mark that says completed over here. So then it'll say that over here. So this will change. Okay. And we will keep going. We will keep learning about this. We'll keep doing some videos. I don't want to make this too long. But again, I'm going to post the K12 troubleshooting form with this. So if you can fill this out, even if you're good, just fill it out and let me know that you are fine, that you don't need any help. That would be much appreciated. Just so I can see. I did have to hand input all of these classes. So as I'm looking at this, I do not see PE for Gracie, so I'm going to have to go back in and add PE. That is one thing. They do need an elective. So if I forgot a class or if I need to add something in, that would be something that would go under the other category, other needs. So she needs to get PE added so we can include that in her schedule. Okay. So again, I'm working very hard to get back to everybody. So this really needed to be done. So thank you for your patience about that. So now that that's done, we can just get going on our lessons here. So again, just to recap, look forward to a call from your teacher this week, just to welcome you on board. And please fill out this troubleshooting form, even if you're okay, just to let me know that you're okay. Or if you do need other things. This might be too if you don't have a Chromebook that's working, your iPad's not working, those kind of things. Another side note, sorry, I have so much to tell you guys. So technology is working very hard to get our Dreambox and our iReady up and running. They said it was working as of today, but I still had some reports that it wasn't quite 100% yet. So if you do know your logins from last year for Dreambox and iReady, you can go ahead and give it a try. If not, you can wait. Those are not required for their actual work, but they're kind of supplementary things. So those of you that are new to the district, or if you just now are having a kindergarten or join them in our public schools, those are two supplementary programs that we use. So Dreambox is an adaptive program for math. iReady is an adaptive program for reading. And we are going to be using some of those for some assessment tools, but I don't want you guys to worry too much about those quite yet. The biggest thing is we need to get everybody in the K12, everybody being able to log in, and that way they can do their daily work, okay? So I will talk to you guys soon, and thank you again for all of your help, all of your support. Your students are our number one priority right now, obviously, to keep them safe. And you guys are doing that by keeping them home, keeping them socially distanced from people. And we will do the next priority is getting them learning. So that's where we're going with that. As always, just Let me know if you guys have questions, especially through this form. That's going to be super helpful. I'm going to go ahead and post the link with this video. Thank you.